Dr. Stanley I. Wolf, and I'm a physician, and my rank was at the chosen reservoir was Lieutenant J.G. in the U.S. Navy Reserve. I enlisted in the Navy when I graduated from medical school at Georgetown in 1948, and I had been deferred during World War II to go to medical school, and at that time they were threatening all of us who had been deferred with the doctor draft. We're going to get you, and I figured it's peacetime and I'd rather be in the Navy. And my dad had been in the Navy in World War I, and so I enlisted in the Navy, and they had a program where they paid for your internship and you owed them 1 year of active duty. And I requested duty in San Diego. I had been on the East Coast all my life, and I was fortunate enough to get that, and I was stationed at the boot camp there in San Diego for 7 months, and then I wanted to do pediatrics, and there was an opening in the pediatric department at the Naval Hospital in Balboa at that time in San Diego, and I was transferred to the Naval Hospital, and I spent the next year at the Naval Hospital, and that's where I was when the Korean War started, and I had shipped over. I decided for an additional 6 months, and I was thinking of making the Navy a career. I had such good duty, a bachelor apartment at the beach, and I liked San Diego, and all of a sudden I'm in the Marines, and they sent me up to Camp Pendleton, California, and my basic training for combat was 2 weeks of calisthenics at Camp Pendleton, and I got on a ship called the Algol. We had 400 troops, and most of them were like myself, reservists who had had no real basic training, and I had all these Marines who would come into me and say, "Doctor, they had been to the chaplain, and the chaplain had sent them to the doctor." And the doctor said that they said they've had no training, and I said I haven't either. And in any event, we landed at Incheon. On the way overseas, we stopped at Kobe, Japan, and we had skirted a typhoon to go across, and had all these guys who had been so sick, and I was the only doctor on the ship, and I had not much I could do for them. They got over their seasickness, got to Kobe, and they knew they were going into combat because the Korean War had already started, and they had their last liberty, and the MPs brought these boys back to the ship so drunk and so sick, and they had sewage ditches on either side of the road, and they had fallen into that, and you can imagine what they were like, and our corpsmen had to take care of them. In any event, we landed at Incheon.